Hello and welcome to GregTech New Horizons School. My name is Miguk Namja. Today we're going to look at Redlon. Why Redlons are so cool. I'm going to show you the setup. I'll show you the research, how to get your Redlon farm set up, and I'll show you the steps of how you take all that redstone and process it and everything that you get from it. So that, let's go ahead and get started. So what is Redlon? It is a seed. It's from the mod Thomic Bases. When it's fully grown, it makes a Redlon block. I'm sorry, a redstone block, and then you can use that to get all of this stuff. This is a really great source of chrome. Get a little bit of aluminum, oxygen, mercury, which will make processing your silver, your lead, your galena, your copper, your gold much more efficient. It's also a great source of iron, silicon. You can get tons of silicon, and of course, redstone. So, first step, how do you research it? So, when you start out GregTech New Horizons, unless you do the Thoncraft cheaty thing where you get all the research in, which is perfectly fine. But if you don't cheat the research in, when you come up to NEI and you click on it, you're not going to see this. You have to do the research first. But after you've done the research, then you can see how to make it. Where is the research? Well, it's under Thomic Bases. This tab here on the left. And the center is right about here. So if you scroll up to the left, I believe you get Thomic Nature for free. Then you have to research Metal Eat. And then you research Redlon. So not that difficult. Then after you have researched it, all you do, take some machina, some potentia, which lo and behold is exactly the essentia that are in redstone, not in those exact amounts. So there'd be there's a little wastage. You could just throw it in the crucible, but that's fine. Throw that in, throw in your melon seeds, and then you get one Redlon out. And of course, you get melon seeds from melons. It's pretty easy to set up a melon farm. All right, so now you have Redlons, right? So now you can get Redlon seeds. So what's a good setup? What's a good efficient setup? So Redlon stem, it grows exactly like pumpkins and melons, meaning it will put the fruit to the side. Since these take such a long time, and also to harvest it, you need something like this block breaker here, which is not super cheap. Each of these takes a diamond drill tip, which is 4 diamond plates. It's not that terrible if you have a diamond vein, but it's probably not feasible if you haven't found a diamond vein yet. So the most efficient setup that I found, you got your dirt block in the center. 3 sides have your Redlon planet, and then on the 4th side you put your block breaker facing it. The reason why this works so well is you can pack them together like this. Boom, 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 and now we have another breaker with 3 Redlons, and then you just keep going. So there, boom, 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 there, another one here, and so on, like that. Now you do have to put stuff here to keep it from growing, because it will try to grow this way rather than onto the dirt. And I'll show you that setup here. So notice these slabs here. These slabs are to keep this Redlon here from growing out at the only direction that it can grow. The Redlon fruit, as it were. The redstone block is over here, and as soon as it grows, it'll make a redstone signal, and then this block will break. And let me demonstrate that. Oh, yeah, it's my those out. There, just like that. Boom. You notice that the pickup, these block breakers don't pick things up. It'll just create the item laying on the ground. So a pretty cheap way to pick those up is with vacuum hoppers, and those aren't terribly expensive. If you can get ender pearls, and you can use the coins in Enderman eggs to get those. It's not that bad. For this setup here, this is a pretty large farm. I just need 4 of them. This farm here has a total of 20 block breakers. The 3 middle rows have 5 each. That's 15. 3 on that side and 2 on that side. So 20 block breakers, 3 redlons per each one. So that's 60. And you do have to craft those up one by one. Slightly tedious. And then I have 4 vacuums. I could probably get away with 2, maybe if I was smarter, about where I put these. But yeah, I used 4, and they're just feeding into a better barrel, and it's being conveyed out and going to the next step. All right, so awesome. You got your redline farm set up. You're making redstone blocks. You got redstone blocks coming out. What do you do next? So this is probably the most efficient setup in terms of energy. So next you go from the redstone block to your macerator. That makes redstone. Then from there you go into a centrifuge, and this is where you get a lot of cool stuff. So from there you get mercury, pyrite, silicon, ruby. Mercury is really good. You can avoid it. You can use it for energy. There is a I believe a producer to produce energy, but a really good use of it I've found is to put it in a chemical bath to process your silver, your lead, your galena, your copper, your gold, and your nickel. Oh yeah, the nickel's really good because that'll get you crushed nickel. Yeah, definitely want to process that in a what? Spelling is wrong. Nickel. Huh. Nickel. Am I blind? Apparently, I'm blind. There we go. Crushed nickel ore. And you put that into a chemical bath with mercury, and you will get 70% chance of 2 of these. So it's really, really good. I already have a lot of platinum metallic powder dust. So anyway, mercury is really, really awesome. Then with your pyrite dust, you can smelt that down, just get iron, or you can centrifuge that if you need sulfur. The ruby is really, really good for getting chrome. You also get some amount of aluminum and oxygen. That does require an advanced electrolyzer. That's the only machine here that is not an LV machine. All these others are LV. What does that look like in actual practice? So coming out of here, I have conveyors, item pipe going into my macerator. That is feeding directly into my centrifuge. That is coming out. I have a fluid pipe for the mercury. This is my item pipe for the other things. And I'll show you where both of those go. So I have an item pipe network of huge aluminum item pipes. I put the pyrite here because it's right next to my furnace. That's currently what I'm using a lot for. Although I've just got this furnace, I should probably move it over here, but that's fine. Then the ruby comes out over here, and I have that right next to my advanced electrolyzer. And yeah, output oxygen, and then the other stuff goes back into my item pipes, and it feeds over here to my door controller, and that's where I put my chrome. And the mercury put into here. That's pumping into these chemical baths, and lo and behold, I am actually processing silver at the moment. We got a fair amount of silver dust and silver ore. And that is it on Redlon. So thank you for watching GregTech New Horizon School, and I'll catch you later.